In lower back program number 2, we're going to be strengthening and stretching all of the muscles in your lower back, hip and gluteus area, your hamstrings, and abs. The equipment you'll be needing are a TheraBand and a ball. Remember to go at a comfortable pace and have fun. Start at the right level for your body, go at your own pace, and you'll improve past your wildest dreams. Hi, and welcome to Wright Now Fitness. This is lower back program number 2. I have Carol with me here today. Thank you for joining me, Carol. Are you ready?
Nice to be here.
It's good to be here. Well, let's do this. Let's get on the floor. First thing we're gonna do is some Supermans. We're gonna lie flat on the ground, and we're just gonna extend our arm and legs out as far as we can. And you're just gonna lift one arm and the opposite leg, nice controlled tempo, and then switch. So you're just coming up and down. And you just want to try to lift them as high as you can, but keep them nice and straight. You don't want to bend your arm or your knee. I like to point my toes as I come up. I actually like to point my fingers and my toes in the opposite direction every repetition. Just keep from swaying back and forth. You're just lifting them up, bringing them down. Pretty easy. Just want to get a nice rhythm and do what feels comfortable. You don't want to overdo it and feel like you're cramping it all. Up and down. How's this feeling, Carol?
Feels great.
It's nice. It really warms up the lower back. It's a good way to warm it up. Got a few more sweet exercises coming. And just keep that same rhythm. And you might notice that one arm lifts up higher than the other, or one leg. That's pretty normal. You never know what kind of bugs or kinks you're getting out of those areas. Just breathe. Feel the momentum. You getting a little burn yet, Carol?
I sure am.
It's starting to warm. All right. Good job. Okay. Next thing we're going to do some planks. Carol's going to show you on her knees. I'm going to show you on my toes. Do which one feels comfortable for you. Just like so. You just want to make sure you keep your hips nice and straight. If you're on your knees, you want to make sure that you have that straight position. Just drop your knees from the top position. You don't want to have your butt sticking up in the air. And just breathe. It's really good with lower back programs. We really want to make sure we isolate our abdominals too. That's going to give us that integrity around the entire middle. Okay, for all you beginners, that's 20 seconds. 10 seconds for us, Carol. You ready? And more. Try to enjoy it. There we go, a little shakaroo there. All right, that's perfect. Great job. Okay, now we're gonna do a couple stretches, so we're gonna get our band out. I'll sit so I'm facing you. What we're gonna do is stretch our hamstrings out. So you just wanna take your band, wrap it pretty flat around the ball of your foot, right around there. You don't want to have it up too high. It might right in the head. That's never fun. Just what you want to do is straighten out that leg so your knee's flat. Kind of pull your foot so it's nice and flat in that 90-degree angle. What we're going to do is straighten up from our upper torso, really straighten up high, and then just lean forward at the hips. And you can see that's about as far as I'm going. How's that, Carol?
Feels perfect.
It's a nice stretch. Very relaxing. Just let everything relax and let go. Okay. We'll switch. We'll go to the other side. And with stretching, it doesn't matter how far you go. We're not really trying to come down to our leg with our chest. You just want to relax. This is going to let the hamstrings let go. All of us were born with different flexibility abilities. So you just want to go with what feels comfortable for you. And for me, that's all she wrote. Right there. I'm feeling it all the way up the leg. Just try to enjoy the feeling. Go to another faraway place.
How far?
Clouds and birdies. You know, like a Never Never Land. Okay, let's come back up. And now we're going to put both our feet in the band. We're getting crazy here, Carol. Wild times. Okay. You can do a little twisty if you want. Get a little torque in that band. We're gonna straighten up from our hips again, keep our knees nice and straight. Same thing, leaning forward from that waist. Let those hamstrings relax. Now, let's roll our head. So we're rolling ourselves like into a little ball. It's like you're rolling your forehead towards the tops of your thighs, letting your upper back relax. You should feel a little stretch up your spine, maybe even up as far as your neck. Just breathe. Let it all go, as far as feels comfortable. Great job. Back up. Fantastic. Good job, Carol. Good job, you at home. All right. Don't need the bands anymore. Now let's get our ball out. And what we're going to do is some elbow to knee crunches. We're going to get a little bit more of the abs, but now we're going to get it kind of the oblique areas, that area that comes around to support our back. What the ball's going to do, it's going to bank our back nice and flat on the floor. Now what I'm going to have us do is just stack our hands and put them behind our head. This is going to keep us from doing that yank on our neck. And we're just going to bring one elbow towards the opposite knee and then back down. And you can see we're not coming up super high. That's as high as you need to come. And just find that rhythm. Coming down and up. It's getting a good flex in there. Abdominals, obliques, giving that support around the side of our back. And it's almost like you're actually really bringing your shoulder towards your knee. And your elbow just kind of comes along for the ride. But you don't want to just twist to the side. You want to come right towards that knee, right back down. So your shoulder's coming off the ground, but your back staying flat. You're not just torquing back and forth out of control. You really want to keep your control. That's what makes them extra fun. Now your abs are starting to feel it. Mine are. And just do what feels comfortable, especially at first. You don't want to get too sore. Make sure that back's nice and flat too. Don't let it arch up and down as you're doing it. You want to keep it flat on the ground. And dig deep on these last couple. Keep those abs nice and tight. We're gonna get one more on each side. Back up. Awesome. Great job. Put our ball back for now. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna lie right back on our back, just how we were without the ball. So we'll have our knees up in the air, and we're gonna lie flat on our back, and we're gonna put our palms flat on the ground. What we're gonna do is a form of a bridge. So we're gonna bridge up, keep those glutes flexed, lift one leg up, you're marching it up, back down, lift the other knee up, back down, and then come back into the floor. Just keep up that rhythm. Bridge, lift up the leg, back down, lift the other one, back down, and then back. What this is gonna do is it's gonna work on our stability, our balance in our back. So when you're lifting the one foot up, the other glute's gotta really contract. Back down. You might feel this in the hamstrings, low back. I feel a lot in my hamstrings and in my glutes. You just wanna keep that rhythm. Keep that bridge, sustain that bridge, lift. Lift the other one. Back in, back down.
We got rhythm.
We sure do. We're doing it. May not be a quick dance, but it looks good. Feels good. Just want to make sure you keep that bridge when you're lifting those legs. Keep that bridge up in the air. Flex those butt cheeks. That's what's going to get our back to be stronger. Support from all directions. And it's not easy to sustain that bridge. You're using all those muscles around the support areas. It's a bridge with a twist. I'm feeling it in my hamstrings now. Right back down. How's it feeling, Carol?
This is working really well on the lower back.
It's bridgy, that's for sure. Okay, Let's come down, and what we'll do is we're gonna bring our right knee into our chest. So I'm just gonna extend my left leg straight out, lying on my back, grab onto my right knee, and I'm just gonna pull my knee into my chest, kind of pulling it up high and then into you, just hugging that knee into you. It's just gonna stretch out our upper hamstring. Just try to relax. Let those muscles relax in your hamstring and your glutes. Okay, we'll switch. So we'll bring the other leg in, extend that leg out. So now I got my left knee bent, bringing it into my chest, my right leg straight out. You wanna see if you can keep that other leg flat on the ground too. You wanna try not to pull your other leg up. That's what's gonna keep that hamstring stretching in the leg that you're doing. It's kind of fun. Perfect. Okay, we can come out of that. Now we're gonna do a lower back rollover stretch. So you can just stay on your back. We're just gonna put our arms out to either side, extend them out. I like to have my palms up. And then we're just gonna roll our knees to one side. Just wanna roll them over. And I like to turn my head in the opposite direction. Just gonna feel a stretch in your lower back. You may feel a pop or two, that's pretty normal. And if you feel like you want to enhance the stretch, try to even up your knees so they're matching, kind of pull with your opposite hand, and then just reach and stretch with the other arm, keeping that head turned. A lot of information, but it's pretty simple if you just look at it. Just let it all relax. Okay, we can come out of that. We're gonna go the other way. So just bring your knees over to the other side. Same thing, turn your head so you're facing your face in the opposite direction of your knees. And just try to let your knees relax. And honestly, don't be surprised if one side comes down lower than the other. Totally normal, especially if you're feeling lower back pain on one side versus the other. And if you need to enhance it, just see if you can match up those knees. Turn and reach with your hand. Reach with those fingers. All right. Great job. We are all done. Well, thank you for joining us for lower back program number 2. Carol, thank you for all of your great help.
You're welcome.
I couldn't have done it without you. And I will see you at the next workout.